Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting straight into the action here. Game two of the wild card series after a very abysmal first game that I hold Sandy Alcantara personally responsible for. But that is neither here nor there. It is time for us to force game three. It's do or die time. And with the loss in the first game, it did force me to rethink the pitching rotation. And today on the mound will be Shane Baz. I had originally planned on starting Bello. Should we win game one? Just kind of my thought process, even though he had a very bad September. But given that we are in must win territory, I want to get Shane Baz out there.
You're out.
And arguably, Shane Baz should have been our starter for the first game. I've been more impressed with what he's done over the season than I have any of our other pitchers, but Sandy looked a little bit better in September, so I was trying to ride some momentum into our first postseason appearance of the series. But Shane Baz already got a quick out. He's going to get a quick second out here. And it's going to be an 0-2 pitch. Will he strike out Gunnar Henderson? And he does. He gets him swinging on the inside pitch. And Shane Baz is going to close out the first, or the top of the first, a lot better than Sandy did. Grayson Rodriguez, though, will be the pitcher on the mound for the Orioles. And the first batter he's going to face is Colson Montgomery, who has not had a great postseason, as he grounds out the first right there.
Yeah.
Colson looked really good throughout the season up until September. I'd hoping for a bit of a bounce back. If you notice our lineup here, the only change that you should see is Jawan Bay is going to be our center fielder. Chas McCormick,
0-1.
it's just, I feel like we have a better chance of winning with Jawan Bay playing center field for us. Chas McCormick just has not looked great at the plate. Luis Reyes here, though, going to get possibly a double out of this. Hope he gets a double. So we're going to at least get a double there. Off a beautiful hit to right center gap from Luis Reyes. Bregman here with an opportunity to bring him home. He's going to send it to center field. They're going to try and get the throw out at home. Oh no, never mind. They would not send Luis Reyes home. Questioning that decision right there. We are going to have runners on the corners though. And Brent Rooker will be the one who brings the runner home as he sends a one burner up the middle. Once again, we will have runners on the corner. So Brent Rooker with the RBI. Josh Rojas here with an opportunity to bring home Bregman. And instead, he's going to hit the first. And that's unfortunately going to be a double play to end the first. Shane Baz is going to start the second with a strikeout, though. Second of the day for him. Very pleased with what we've gotten out of Shane Baz to this point. We're going to get at least a single out of this, as Colson Montgomery did not make a dive on it, and a questionable throw by Jawan Bay. I hope we're not selling right now. We have a 1-0 lead. I would like for our defense to keep the 1-0 lead. And, alright. I really thought we were going to have a shot at a double play right there, but Luis Reyes just sells that over Colson Montgomery's head, which will also allow the runner to advance. So I guess we don't want to win this game. Shane Baz then gets hit by... Don't tell me Shane Baz is going to be hurt now. We're just going to tie it up. Shane Baz got hit by that. We can't afford to lose Shane Baz this early. Looks like he's alright, though. He's going to wave the manager off. He's going to walk it off. That's what I want to see from Shane Baz right there. Yeah, we definitely need Shane Baz to go deeper in this game. given the fact that we had to rely on our bullpen so early in the previous game. So, really need Shane Baz to like make it to the 6th. I'd like the 7th, but the 6th would be a good spot for him to make it to. Because in the event, so we get the out right there, it's going to end the top of the 2nd. In the event we do force a game 3, we will be using Drew Thorpe or Brandon Bello, and I don't have faith that either of them can go deep into a game. Not the way they've pitched this season, so we would definitely need our bullpen in a game 3, and I don't want our bullpen to be all used up through 2 games. And we're going to get back-to-back ground outs the 2nd from Kyle Till and Ethan Solis right there. So I don't know what's going on with our offense now, but we need to wake up. And then Jawan Bay just goes down swinging. He's always swinging at that inside stuff. It's my only complaint with him. Shane Baz comes back out for the 3rd here. 37th pitch being thrown. They're going to get it just by Luis Reyes. They're going to get a single out of that. But fear not. Shane Baz has really good pitching clutch. Let's see what he does here with Jackson Holiday.
Runner!
They're going to go for the throw out right here.
Be safe!
Come on, Kato. You gotta... It's been a struggle with him as we watch this again. Just his inability to get that throw to second base. It bothers me, and it makes me want to give Ethan Solis a start. Ethan Solis has his faults as well. 1-2 pitch right here. Shane Baz sends him down. Swing. But Ethan Solis, better hitting righties and lefties. He's more versatile at the plate, in my opinion.
That's 4. Take your base.
As Shane Baz walks his first batter, very uncharacteristic of him this early in the game. So runners on first and second. But Ethan Solis better at getting that ball to second base, but Kyle Till definitely better at blocking the wild pitches. As they smash one to right field, it's going to get down. It's going to bring some runs home. We got one. Can we get it there in time? We do. So we stop the 3rd run. We get the out. Beautiful play from their defense right there. But they do get the 1 run in. And that does upset me just a touch. But Shane Baz there with the strikeout. Unfazed by the offense. Next up is Colson Montgomery. No, Tyler O'Neill at the plate.
Nope. Take your base.
And yeah, they are afraid to throw to him still. So first walk, and I'd be afraid to throw him too. I mean, he destroyed the pitcher in the first game. So can't say I wouldn't do the same thing if I was the pitcher there. Not throw it to Tyler O'Neill. As Colson Montgomery fails to get that ball down. Beautiful hit by him. Just an incredible play by the right fielder. I think just a touch more power on it. You're looking at a potential double right there. Luis Reyes, though, going to send one to the outfield on the ground. It's going to get his runners on first and second. Next up is Bregman. And can't say I've been too pleased with Bregman here of late. You thought him in to be a power hitter, and he's just going to loft one up to center. Right center right there. Easy out. It's going to prevent us from advancing a runner. It's unfortunate to say the least, but Bregman I expected more of in the postseason. Brent Rooker, though, not doing too shabby. I'd like to see more power hits from him as well. He is supposed to be hitting us some home runs as he flies out the right field right there to end the 3rd. Shane Baz still on the mound in the 4. We'll get at least 2 more good innings out of him. Gonna get a fly out to right field right there. So good first out for us to start the 4th. And they're gonna ground out the 3rd, hopefully right here. It's never guaranteed that our defense is gonna get that ball where it needs to be. As you've seen of late, just some very questionable defense on our part. But 2 outs, we got a full count right here. and they're going to send that to left field. Tyler O'Neill can't necessarily control it right off the rip, but they will not advance. We're going to keep that runner on first. 2-2 pitch. Let's see a strikeout right here, and that's what we get. Shane Baz with another strikeout. 0-2 pitch for Josh Rojas, and we're down 1. And he just goes down looking. Okay. We need some offense here. Things are not looking good. I'm losing faith on our ability to force a game 3. As Caltil restores some of that faith, he's going to sneak one down the left field line. He's going to get a single out of that. It's going to bring Ethan Salas up, who has the potential to advance some runners, and he's got a little bit of speed on him. So, Ethan Salas at the plate. 0 for 1 today. 0-1 pitch. And he's just going to pop it up. Infield fly. It's just all the good things I said about him. He does that to me. It's unfortunate. Jawan Bay, though. See if he can advance the runner here. And no.
Oh,
And yeah, on to the 5th we go. Shane Baz still on the mound, but that pitch count's getting high. This will be his 80th pitch. See if we can get the strikeout on 0-2. We can. He swings the high fastball. Shane Baz with his 7th strikeout on the day. Jackson Holiday up next. See what Shane Baz gives him. They're going to fly out. Bregman's going to get underneath that. It's a very shallow pop fly. So 2 quick outs for Shane Baz. Giving me a little bit of confidence that he might come out for a 6th inning. But 86th pitch. Josh Rojas stops it and gets it to first. It's going to bring a conclusion to the top of the 5th. Tyler O'Neill. Will he be walked again? He will. Back-to-back walks for Tyler O'Neill. Grayson Ramirez definitely doesn't want to throw to Tyler O'Neill. And like we said before, can't blame him. You cannot blame him. As Colson Montgomery will fly out yet again. So now we got a runner on first. 2-2 pitch right here. Luis Reyes with the ability to advance runners for sure. And he's going to do just that. He's going to find that right field line and advance Tyler O'Neill. We now have runners on the corner. Perfect opportunity for us to at least tie it up if Bregman can come through for us. He's 1 for 2 on the day. We need a solid hit from Bregman right here. Can we get it? Looks like that's only a wild pitch. Don't know what the catcher or the pitcher was doing there. Seemed like some confusion, but we're going to take that nonetheless because it's going to put runners on second or third for us, as that allows Luis Reyes to get the free base. So 2-2 pitch for Alex Bregman. Can he do it? No. He is going to watch the strike go by him. That would have been the perfect pitch. I mean, it's a slider right down the middle. He should have turned on that. Brent Rooker is going to go down swing. So we abandon 2 very promising runs on second and third. Unfortunately, Shane Baz would not come out for the 6th. Prelander Baroa come out. Did well in the first game. Did well in September. They're going to get a leadoff hit right there, though. Not too concerned with it. Like I said, I was impressed with Baroa enough in September to leave him on the playoff roster. I think he's got pretty good pitching clutch and he's a really solid reliever. Caltil with another opportunity here, and he's still he just can't get it to second the way he needs to. It's becoming very concerning, especially when you get in games like this. See if Baroa can secure the strikeout. He does. So, runner on second. We got 1 out. Baroa, though, only really good for 1 inning. But sometimes all you need him for. He does pretty good. 0-2 pitch right here. He's going to ground out to second, which holds the runner at second. We're going to get the easy out at first, so can't complain there. 2 outs, runner on second. Let's see if Barella can get this final out. And he may just do that. Josh Rojas gets underneath it. Yeah. So, solid showing from Barella. I would have preferred to not have to go to the bullpen till the 7th, but beggars can't be choosers. And Josh Rojas is almost got it past the infield. Nice sliding grab right there from shortstop. They're going to get him out. Brings up Kyle Till. Grayson Rodriguez getting really up there in the pitch count. Kyle Till just floats it to left field. This would be the perfect time to capitalize on Grayson Rodriguez. I mean, he's almost thrown 100 pitches. You should know his stuff by now. And we just get 2 very lazy hits for back-to-back outs. And that's just unfortunate. Cam Boozer, though, is going to come out for us in the 7th. Big fan of Cam Boozer and what he's done for us, especially here in the postseason. One of our favorite relievers for sure. He's extremely difficult to hit and really good at getting strikeouts, but another guy that really only ever get 1 inning out of. We used to be able to get 2 out of him. Now, I mean, he can throw 2 innings if we need him to, but you're typically only going to see him for 1 inning now. As he secures a strikeout. 4 pitches, 2 outs. Love what Cam Boozer's done here. And looks like he's going to get the inning concluded in just 5 pitches. Or he was. Colson Montgomery's throw to first would pull Luis Reyes off the bag. They're going to get a runner on first with that one. But it doesn't matter. Cam Boozer comes through, clutch force right there. Gets the out, sends him down looking. It looks like the Orioles are going to bring out Dylan Coleman in relief of Grayson Rodriguez. And his first batter he will face is Jawan Bay, who is going to send it very lazily to shortstop, but he returns the error in kind, delivers a bad throw. We now have a runner in first from an error, so that evens it out in my book, as Tyler O'Neill finally gets an opportunity to swing at a pitch this game, but he just doesn't get a hold of it good enough. It's going to fly out to center field. Colson Montgomery with an opportunity to undo some of his errors, and he's going to send it straight to right fielder. He's going to take a couple little side straddle hops and get runner underneath that. So, runner on first, 2 outs, 2-2 pitch for Luis Reyes. Jawan Bay is going to go for the steal, and he will get there. So now we get a 3-2 pitch for Luis Reyes. Let's see if he can advance the runner for us here. Love to get a score. Instead, though, it looks like we're just going to pop it out to left. And now we move on to the bottom of the 7th. And questionable decision to bring James Korniak, in my opinion. Not very impressed with what he's done. I debated on removing him from the playoff roster. And he's going to walk his first batter. Another full count walk for James right here. And he is going to walk a second consecutive batter. And we have another full count. And James will walk his third consecutive batter. I don't understand why he's still on the mound. You just, 2-1 ball game, top of the 8th. You just walked 3 batters. I mean, you got lucky on that strikeout. Honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't have swung at anything you threw because you literally just walked 3 batters. 0-1 pitch. Let's see what he does here. They're going to fly out. It's foul ball. We're going to catch that and immediately get it to home plate. Yeah, we're going to hold all those runners. That's good. So, James Carnicat. Ooh, buddy, you better bail yourself out of this one because I'm not going to be too pleased with you if you don't. So, he will escape the inning. By the grace of God. I will tell you that because I was about ready to fire him in the spot. Dylan Coleman's still on the mound for the Orioles here in the bottom of the 8th, and Bregman, I mean, come on. He's just going to fly out to right center. Brent Rooker now. Can he get on base? Can we get something out of Brent Rooker? He sends one deep center, but is it deep enough? Looks like it's only going to make it to the warning track. So 2 quick outs. Not what you want to see right here. Kyle Till, full count. There's Josh Rojas.
Take your base.
Josh Rojas is up. I was reading the little tag there in the bottom right. But Josh Rojas will get walked on a full count pitch. Kyle Till was on deck. So once the Orioles here complete their pitching change, Kyle Till will be at the plate. And the Orioles are going to bring out Jose Alvarado to try to close out this 8th inning. And there it is, Kyle Till at the plate. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on first. He gets a hold of one. He's sending it deep. Does it have the distance? And it does. Kyle Till with the 2-run first home run of this postseason. Did he just become the hero of Game 2? He's going to give us the 3-2 lead. I'd love to see us be able to, generate some more offense off that. But I will settle for the 1.8. Hopefully, Ethan Salas can continue the trend there. Just a beautiful, beautiful hit. Sends it 14 feet past that fence. We love to see that. Ethan Salas, though, hitless on the day. I would love to see him get on base here. I want to see more offense. And he's going to go down swinging. On a way outside cutter. We're going to bring on Trevor Stephan, though, to try and close this game out. If he doesn't allow a run, that is ball game. We take Game 2. First batter grounds out to first.
Out.
Second batter, 2-1 count. What are we going to get from old Trevor Stephan here? They're going to ground out to second. We get the out. We are 1 out away from securing Game 2 and forcing a Game 3 0-1 pitch to Jackson Holliday. And he sends it right to our first baseman. Your White Sox are going to take Game 2. And we are going to advance to a Game 3 to try to win this series and advance to the divisional series. A lot better performance from the White Sox here. Very pleased with our performances. A lot of things that I think we can still improve on, but I will take a win nonetheless. And since we forced Game 3, I figured why not go ahead and get Game 3 in right here. As previously stated, Drew Thorpe will be our guy on the mound here. I did decide to go with him over Brayan Bello just because I feel like he had a little bit better of a September than Bello did, though the perks to having Bello was, I believe he's a left-handed pitcher, so, or is he right-handed? I can't remember now, but I just felt like Drew Thorpe gave us the better opportunity. He's going to get a quick out right here.
He's out.
But Drew Thorpe, my biggest concern with Drew Thorpe, right, is he is a break pitcher, so there's more walks, and his fastballs really don't have a whole lot on them. So if he can't get them to swing on the breaking pitches, you're looking at a lot of walks, and you're looking at a lot of pitches. going to get 2 outs right there real quick. Love to see that. But because Drew Thorpe throws so many pitches, as you see, we've already thrown our 15th pitch in the first inning. So we're going to start out. See, there we go. So in the top of the first. Povich is on the mound for the Orioles, but with Drew Thorpe throwing so many pitches, he typically cannot go deep in the games. And this is why I needed Shane Baz to go deeper in the last game, because we're going to have to call in our bullpen pretty early. Typically with Drew Thorpe, in my experience when I watch these games with him, you're lucky to get to a 5th inning with him. You're usually having to call in a relief in the 4th, especially in these high-profile games. But he's still a great pitcher, and he does really well for us. Looks like we get on pretty quick there. 0-2. Brent Rooker up. And he's going to fly out to right field. Given that Povich is left-handed, though, it forced us to kind of, we get our left-hand pitching rotation, batting order, Drew Thorpe there with another strikeout. But, so, Jawande is still going to be our center fielder, but he usually is DH for us in our left-handed lineups. But he is playing center field for us, so see we get an early walk from Drew Thorpe. This is kind of what I was talking about. And then Kyle Till, who isn't great against hitting lefties, but if you notice, Orioles have get a nice little double play right there to close out the top of the second. Love to see that. It's going to save Drew Thorpe's arm. But the Orioles have a very right-hand heavy bullpen, so Kyle Till is going to be our designated hitter today. How could you not after he was the hero of Game 2? But I feel like that's going to give us an edge later in the game. Hopefully we won't need it. And they're still scared to pitch to Tyler O'Neill as he gets yet another walk. Matt Shaw up to the plate. He hits lefties a lot better than Josh Rojas. And let's face it, Josh Rojas hadn't looked great at the plate in the second game. So Matt Shaw will be our third baseman today. Even though Matt Shaw didn't look too hot right there himself. Colson Montgomery up to the plate. Hitting all the way down to 7th. He has been abysmal at the plate, in my opinion. He's been seeing it well and getting a hold of him. He's putting too much air under him.
2 balls.
So here we are, top of the third. Drew Thorpe throwing his 44th pitch, and they're going to find the ground on that one. Orioles will get somebody on base here. It's going to be a double. So some of what I was talking about Drew Thorpe, you're starting to see here in the third pretty early. See, we got a full count pitch right there. This was my concern with Drew Thorpe, but I still think he has the ability to get outs, as we are going to get an out there, but it will advance a runner to third. So they definitely have a runner in scoring position right there on third. 2-2 pitch for Drew Thorpe to Trent Grisham, and he's going to send it right up center field. It's going to be an RBI for the Orioles. Jackson Holiday up next. 3-1 pitch coming his way. And Drew Thorpe is going to walk him. So now they got runners on first and second. It's just something we're probably going to have to address in the offseason, is finding us another pitcher who can kind of go deep like Shane Baz. I thought Sandy was going to be that guy, but game 1 said all you need to know about Sandy right there. I don't know that we bring him back for another season. Drew Thorpe with a strikeout in the top of the third, though. Into the bottom of the third we go. Ethan Salas is at the plate. And he's going to bunt. Bold move. They're going to mishandle it. And Ethan Salas will find first base off of the bunt. That is quite impressive. Kyle Till at the plate for us here. Maybe we can get another home run from him. He's going to send it deep center, but not deep enough. They're going to have a bad throw, but unfortunately It's not bad enough to advance Ethan Salas off of first. Jawan Bay back at the plate. We're at the top of our order now. And he lines out. You've got to be kidding me. Lines out to first base. Ethan Salas can't make it back in time. He just turns around and tags him. Great play by him, but, come on. What are the odds? That is absolutely ridiculous. And they get a hold of one, send it deep, right field. Brent Rooker can get underneath it. This is what I was worried about. It's that make or break fourth inning for Drew Thorpe. Full count right here for Kobe Mayo. Has me concerned. Oh, and there it is. That last hit that almost went yard had me concerned that this might be on the horizon, and Drew Thorpe is going to allow the home run. Right around what we said. We shouldn't be too surprised. That's the fourth inning, was the second batter. The first guy got really a hold of his pitch. And yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and get in that bullpen. Can't argue with the manager's decision here. Really like what Drew Thorpe gave us. Would have preferred him not to give up the home run there, but we're going to bring out Yariel Iriarte in relief. It's not bad. I'm a big fan of Iriarte. He's done really well for us. Probably going to get him a nice little contract at the end of this season. He's very young relief man for us. We get a nice little line drive to second base right there. But the fact that we put Iriarte in means that he has the ability to stop the bleeding. And it's going to allow us to get a little bit deeper into the game before we have to dip into that bullpen as he secures a strikeout. Luis Reyes, though, goes down swinging. Kapovich, I'd love to see us be able to get higher into his pitch count. In the bottom of the fourth. This is his 40th pitch. Brent Rooker's going to send one down that left field line. And for whatever reason, he's not going to try and go for second base. So it's a big hit for a single. Questionable decision right there. Don't know why we didn't advance him, but Bregman will chop it to first base, and that's going to be a double to end the fourth. So, no offense to be had for us. Iriarte back on the mound to start the fifth, and they're going to send one center field. Jawan Bay is going to get up underneath that. It's going to be an out for Iriarte. Next batter up, 3-2 pitch. What is he going to do? Strikes him out of the inside slider. It's going to be a second strikeout of the day. This pitch count's getting a little high for 2 innings of relief. They're going to chop one up right here. Quick little infield fly. Luis Reyes gets underneath it. Easy out to close out the top of the fifth. Into the bottom of the fifth we go, and it's Tyler O'Neill, who unfortunately will go down looking. I feel like he was baited there. He's so used to being walked by these Orioles pitchers. I think Kovic just took advantage of some mentality that Tyler O'Neill had right there. He's been walked, 3 or 4 times in the past 2 games.
2-2 the count.
I thought that was pretty slick to get him there. Colson Montgomery up now. And he's going to fly out to left field. So once again, we will have no offense. And on to the 6th we go. Iriarte is still on the mound. Jackson Holiday gets a hold of one. He's going to send that down the right field line. This is definitely a double, potentially a triple. But we're going to get it back to the infield in time to hold him at second. Big hit from Jackson Holiday right there. Iriarte with an 0-2 pitch, runner on second. Can he get Gunnar Henderson out? He does. Paints that top right corner perfectly. Sends Gunnar down looking. Colton Cowser up next for Iriarte. 0 for 2 on the day, but he's done pretty well. And he's going to go down swinging right there. So Iriarte doing a really good job of stopping the bleeding for these White Sox. We just need to find a way to generate some offense to get us back in this game. Kobe Mayo's going to send one to left field, and they're there for it. Tyler Mill will snag that one out of the sky. And Ethan Salas will lead us off in the bottom of the 6th here. He's going to go for another bunt, but this time he sends it right to first base. Probably not what he was trying to do there. So they're going to get a quick out off the Ethan Salas bunt. Kyle Tildo up next. He's going to float it to right field. A little too much air under that. And the Orioles will get the out. So 2 quick outs. And there's going to be a 3rd quick out. Kevin Povich pitching a shutout right now. Dari Murrieta will come out in relief of Iriarte. Thought Iriarte was doing pretty well, but it is the 7th inning. I think I will let Iriarte pitch at least one more inning. But Murrieta is going to start with a strikeout. He's got a 2-2 pitch coming right here to Ryan Noda. He's going to get a consecutive strikeout. So that's 2 down for Murrieta. Back-to-back strikeouts. 3rd batter here, 2 outs, 0-1 pitch coming his way. And he gets a hold of it, sends it out to left field, but it's going to be a floater. Easy out. So maybe here in the 8th, it was or the bottom of the 7th, going into the 8th, maybe we can get some offense. Luis Reyes sends it right to left field. So we're going to start with an out. Expect more from Luis Reyes. Brent Rucker up to the plate now. Can we get a double out of him at least? He's going to ground out to 2nd. So 2 quick outs by the Orioles. White Sox looking to generate absolutely no offense as Bregman grounds out to 3rd base. So quick 7th for the White Sox. Cam Boozer, though, is going to come out in relief of Murrieta to start the 8th. I don't know why we made this decision. I feel like Murrieta and Iriarte both just feel like we went to our bullpen too quick. But Cam Boozer's going to start with a strikeout. Next is Jordan Westbrook, who's going to fly out to center field. So we're getting some quick action from Cam Boozer. Love to see him close out the inning here. Jackson Holiday up next. See what Cam Boozer delivers. And they smash one to right field. And it's going to be out of here. So Cam Boozer allows a home run to Jackson Holiday. 363 feet, making it 3-0. This was my concern that our bullpen was just being used way too much in the first 2 games. There was just on a lot of pitches for him in this game, and Gunnar Henderson follows that up with another home run. That's back-to-back home runs for the Orioles. Not Cam Boozer's finest moment with us, for sure. I hate to see it. It's going to make it 4-0, makes the comeback even more unlikely. I just don't have a whole lot of hope that we're going to pull off a miracle here in Game 3. The manager's just going to go ahead and pull Cam Boozer. Personally, I think that's 1 home run too soon, or too late. We should have pulled him after the first one. We had other options. Baroa here probably had a lot more fresh than Cam Boozer was. I don't know why we didn't march him out instead of Cam Boozer. And I guess we just sell him because his first pitch is going to just hit the batter. So now 4-0 lead.
Runner, he's going!
And maybe we can get it there in time. We do, so we'll close out the top of the 8th. Orioles are going to march out Mark Leader Jr. Hoping for some magic here in the 8th inning, similar to what we got in the previous game. And what do you know? The man himself, Tyler O'Neill, gets a home run, 3rd of the postseason. This is why they don't like pitching to him. Maybe, just maybe, it jump-started some offense for us, brought some life into this team with that. We're 3 runs away from forcing extra innings. Can we do it? Matt Shaw, can you follow that? You almost get one to the outfield, but it is not to be for you. Matt Shaw will be our first out. Colson Montgomery, terrible batting average for the postseason, and he just... It's probably a postseason he's going to want to forget pretty quick with those kind of numbers if he can't get it together. Ethan Salas not looking too great this postseason either, but he's going to get on base. He sends one right up the middle. So now we got a runner on first. And we got Kyle Teal, who's known for home runs as well. Can he get us a home run? I'd love to see that right here from the young man. And no, he's going to ground out to second.
He's out.
And for the 9th inning, we're going to bring out my favorite reliever, James Carnicat. And he's going to ground out to second right here.
Got him.
So to get a quick out, we need very quick outs from him. We need to get our offense back on the plate. We got 3 runs to go. They smashed one deep center. But thank goodness it's only to the warning track. One more out to go. Let's see if James can secure it for us right here. They're going to float one to left field. Should be an easy out. We're going to get our offense back out, and everything's on the line here. They're going to march out Jose Alvarado to try to close this game out. We need 3 runs, and we're at the top of our lineup, which should be our best hitters. We'll see what happens. Jawan Bay, 0 for 3 on the day. Looks like he's going to be 0 for 4 on the day. Gets it to left center gap, but too much air underneath it. Luis Reyes, 0 for 3 on the day. Need more of what we saw in the previous game. He's going to swing at the pitch in the dirt, and he can't get the first in time. So, last opportunity for the White Sox, and Brent Rooker,
Oh, he's in.
bailed out by the defense. They can't get the throw, a clean throw to first. That brings out Alex Bregman. Can he advance Brent Rooker? He does, in fact, do that. We now have a golden opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. The unthinkable has happened. We have a runner on first and second. Orioles going to go ahead and make a pitching change. Alvarado seems to be selling the bag. They seem concerned. The manager made the call. They're marching out, calling Poche. We got the man himself, Tyler O'Neill, coming up to the plate. Perfect opportunity for us to tie this up and force extra innings. Ooh, he gets a hold of one, but it goes foul. Oh, one pitch coming Tyler O'Neill's way. And he's just going to chop it up in the air. Orioles are going to take game 3. They will be moving on. Unfortunately, the White Sox season comes to an end. Hate to see it. And a very disappointing end to our season. Orioles will advance, and the White Sox will watch the remainder of the playoffs from the house. Let's go ahead and get to the end of the postseason, see who wins the World Series, maybe look at some awards. Take a brief pause because I need to decide what we're going to do to avoid this happening in following seasons. So the Mariners would defeat the Padres and win 2028 World Series. Postseason MVP would go to Brandon Lau for the American League and Taylor Ward for the National League. World Series MVP, though, goes to David Fry. So congratulations to the Mariners on winning. The only thing we have to do coaching-wise is replace our hitting coach and then take a look at our roster and decide what moves we're going to make. But until next time, and as always, go White Sox.